let me just tell you a little bit about Commission U. We're recognizing these three men and women who have gone through a rigorous course that we have called Commission U. For believers who are in the marketplace, laboring in the different spheres of society, medicine, education, politics, trades and crafts, media, entertainment. In the past, we've called these men and women laity. That's not a real good word, because how many of you know this distinction between clergy and laity is not a real good thing, right? So we're wanting to recognize all of the ministries together, and the priesthood of all believers. And that's what Commission U is designed to do. We're going to talk a little bit about that here before we actually bring these three up. I really am grateful for my son Cameron. Cameron serves as the director of this, the course director for this Commission U, and we'll again tell you a little bit more about it, because some of you might want to be involved in this in the future. But I've asked Cameron to come and share with us sort of the perspective on what we're really wanting to do in training men and women in the marketplace unto their ministries of apostle, prophet, pastor, teacher, and evangelist. So Cameron, bless you as you come.
We as a church have acknowledged pastoral leaders, trailblazing missionaries, even ministerial entrepreneurs, recognizing their calls to churches, nations, and organizations. But seldom have we collectively celebrated the unique giftings and vocational leaders and those appointed to corporate front lines. For many of us, there's been a convergence of conviction in recent years, centered on the idea that fivefold ministry gifts aren't exclusive to those with fivefold ministry callings. For instance, like vocational ministers, a CPA with God-given financial skills, a physician with a prophetic voice, a business person bent on benevolence, can function in pastoral, evangelical, and apostolic anointings. The question is, are we helping these professionals? Are we helping these kingdom agents connect their original design to their occupation? Are we helping them bridge the gap between sacred and secular while they're on the clock? While many answers could be said, the truth is we at the gate believe works of the Spirit are manifold and meant to manifest in the marketplace. It's also our belief anyone who is saved and aligned with Christ has difference-making, culture-shaking potential as part of their appointed skill and spiritual gift mix, which brings us here today, where it is with great pleasure we celebrate these three individuals who have fulfilled their Commission U requirements as part of Messenger's initiative to equip marketplace ministers. For those unaware of what Commission U is all about, we're more than a credentialing course, more than a bi-weekly small group, more than a quest for frameable accomplishment. Rather, we're a tribe of iron sharpeners, a community helping disciple makers discover and apply their spiritual gifts in worldly systems. Our aim is to train the saints to mature their faith and their reach within their arenas of influence. That is our heart. That is our lifeblood. In Scripture, the word commission is used several times. In Genesis, we find Joseph being commissioned by Pharaoh as the vizier of Egypt. In Numbers, we find Eleazar the priest and Joshua being commissioned in front of large assemblies. In Acts, we find Paul being commissioned through the laying on of hands by Ananias. While these cases may seem random, the point is, in each of them, God appointed his chosen to succeed. And it's for this reason we are gathered here today, to charge these ambassadors to go and make disciples of all nations, as well as their offices. To teach them to obey not only what they've chosen to follow, but what they continually choose to abide in. So to our graduates, we employ and empower you to build upon the insight you've received and to see the Scriptures as God-breathed in what you put your hands to. As 2 Timothy 3:16-17 says, do your best to present yourself to God as one approved, a worker who has no need to be ashamed, rightly handling the word of truth, knowing all Scripture is breathed out by God and profitable for teaching, for reproof, for correction, and for training in righteousness, that the man of God may be competent, equipped for every good work. And as 1 Peter 4:10 charges, may each of you use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. As for the rest of us, know that we all carry a priestly identity embodying the incarnate. In Emmanuel, God is with us, identity with ignitable kingdom influence where we work. And it's on this note we consecrate this moment by commissioning our Commission You graduates.
Now